Today's podcast is brought to you by Baxter Boots, the new sponsor here at Desert Rock FM.
And today's guest is one of our few return guests on the Betoota Advocate Podcast. And he's the iconic Mount Druitt UFC fighter Tai Tuivasa. Tai had a short career in the NRL and is now developing a bit of a social media following behind him and all of his Usos out there in the western suburbs of Sydney.
We're just about to sit down with Tai, who's just coming back from Chirac, Chicago, Illinois, where he just had a fight against some guy from Bulgaria, and unfortunately he lost, but that hasn't dampened his spirit.
You're listening to Errol, Parker and Clancy Overall, editors of the Betoota Advocate on Desert Rock FM.
Rightio, welcome back to Baxter Boots Studio here in the Diamantina Shire. This is the Betoota Advocate radio show with Errol, Parker, Clancy Overall. And today's guest, he's just flown back in from the Windy City, from Chi-Town.
From Chirac.
Chirac. He's a bit bruised, but he's in good spirits. And he's... What are you drinking here?
Jim Beam Devil's Cut.
Jim Beam Devil's Cut.
6666.
Ooh. Tai Bam Bam Tuivasa and his brother-in-law in the corner, Tyson Pedro. How are you, mate?
Good. How are you?
Feeling good?
Feeling good. Good to be home. Fucking miss home, man. Miss home.
Spent a fair bit of time away from home. You were Gold Coast training?
For a bit. Miss my son. Miss the area. I just miss being home.
Mm-hmm. Now tell us a little bit about Chicago this time of the year.
Wasn't really a good trip this time around.
No, it wasn't. The last couple of days weren't anyway. But you spent a bit of time there.
Yeah, it was good. It's a beautiful city. It's got a lot of history. Went on a tour, did an architecture tour. Fell asleep in the first 5 minutes. For the whole trip.
Did you have any of that, the deep dish pizza?
I did. It's fucking shit.
It is shit, isn't it?
Mate, I don't know what the fuck they're all carrying on about, but that's
It's a fucking
shit.
pie.
It's a shit excuse for a pie.
Pizza rounder. Pizza rounder.
Oh, don't even start. I lived
It's
off
a
them.
pizza pocket.
I love it. I lived
cut in
off them. I lived off them at school.
You were a bit of a fish fingers kind of kid? Didn't mind the old
Anything
deep-fried.
microwavable
Oh, yeah.
was what I had.
Now, Bam Bam, tell us what it was like. When did you first meet Blagoy Ivanov?
The Bulgarian.
Ivanov.
Blagoy Ivanov.
I think it's something like that. I met him at the weigh-in, and then I talked to him. I was sitting with his boys and his family, and I was talking to them. And, no, he's a good guy. You know, he doesn't. He's a soldier. Like, he doesn't. We're gonna fight. You know what I mean? We don't need to be dickheads in between the time. You know. And I'm sweet with fighters like that. You know what I mean? I don't got nothing against them. We're still gonna fight. You get some dickheads though. You know, but
yeah, you've got to. I mean, maybe there's someone niggling you right now.
he's a little muppet.
Yeah.
Like he's got kicked from the company.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's he's trying to use me to get back in.
Yeah.
Essentially, to try and get a fight back in the UFC.
What's his name?
Justin Titty Willis.
Titty Willis.
Bitch tits.
He sounds like a fucking, like an H&R tax block accountant or something.
I watched the podcast on him the other day, and the podcaster who was just talking with him, you could see he just hated him. Like, you know...
Is he an American?
Oh, he's a fuckwit.
Wait,
Like,
so he's from LA?
so because I say West Sydney,
Yeah.
he's gone and said... We're the West Coast. We're the real West Coast.
right.
Like, we're not, shut the fuck up. I'm
He's got a problem with
we're
you.
We're not from America. I have it. We're
Yeah.
fucking from here. You know what I mean?
So tell us a little bit about going to... I mean, there's not many Kuri Samoans in America.
There's none.
So you don't have like the immediate family fan base you would have in an Australian fight. Did you get bailed
I
up?
got peoples over there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, Uso.
And this is that's his thing. He tries to bring up his islanders that he knows. But
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
I got heaps of love over there. And
Yeah.
anyway, I don't give a fuck. I'll rock up with 20 of us.
Yeah.
How much of an entourage does the UFC kind of let you have?
So I think the UFC pay for one corner, and then I have to pay for.
He's a fucking billionaire, though.
Well, they just sold the company for 4.2 billion.
Really?
It's a lot of bees.
And yeah, we're always sitting at the back of the plane.
Really?
I was opening the toilet for cunts that needed to go to the toilet. If they couldn't wipe their ass, I helped them out. You're right there, bud? Yeah. I'll jump in there for you. But, you know, it's like anything. You got to work your way up.
Yeah.
How you feeling? How you feeling after that? Because it went down to points.
Yeah, I feel. I haven't got to watch it yet, but obviously I feel bummed.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I think that I'm a 20 times better fighter than him.
Yeah.
But when it comes to fighting, it's don't give a fuck how good you think you are. It's what happens on the night. You know what I mean? And I feel that I got rocked. Mm-hmm. Well, I did fucking get rocked. I just felt like I couldn't get my bearings back after that. You know what I mean? Like I'd think of like what I'm gonna do, and then go to do it, and he fucking smacks me 2 times before I can get it off. Like. I just felt like I couldn't get my bearings back, and I lost a bit of gas once I got rocked. But I was fit as fuck. I was the lightest I've been. Trained the fucking house down, but that's what happens, eh? And this is a sport where every cunt's a fight expert. All of a fucking sudden, they've never even got flogged off their mum yet. You know what I mean? They want to write this and that. But I also go out there and put a show on. So win or lose.
Yeah, well,
I'm gonna fucking have a swag.
yeah, that's what Anthony Joshua was saying. You know, he was like, I'm fucking way better than this bloke.
Yeah,
But it's just, you know, that's just how the day went.
Yeah, Hopper said that to us too. It's like one punch.
Yeah,
but
Opposite
anybody has. That's the beauty of fighting. It's a punching. There's a puncher's chance.
Yeah.
In anything.
Yeah.
After I got hit with that hit, I
Yeah.
just felt like I couldn't. I thought I'd come back. Obviously in my head, but obviously.
But not the fucking judge's head. Yeah.
I believe once you go to the judges, I lost anyway.
Yeah, so
you
you
know
reckon,
what I mean?
is that a particularly common thing for heavyweights? Because you know a lot of your fights that you've won, well, all your fights you've won, you've knocked them out.
Just to me, I believe that. I think if we don't go to the judges, I've won no matter what.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? But if it does, well, then that's the beauty.
you've got a pretty tidy jaw though. You don't go down.
Yeah, I think it was in the back of the ear. This one,
Yeah, right.
the old behind the ear. Can't really. It's hard to spot. If I get hit in the chin, I've been fucking battered on the chin, kicked in the chin. I'm pretty sweet, you know what I mean? But the hole behind the head and behind the ear, I think it fucks you up a little bit more.
Yeah, fuck getting kicked in the chin.
And he had that Eastern European thing where he just kept coming too.
Oh, he's a hard cunt.
Yeah.
Blagoy Ivanov. And I knew that before. The cunt's been stabbed in the chest in the pub. No, the cunt, it's dead set true. Like,
it's something about fucking cunts from these communist countries.
you know what I mean? Like, no, some
just
cunt
in a world of
walked
their
in
own,
the-
aren't
Some
they?
cunt walked in the pub and samurai'd him in the chest.
and he's
And the cunt come back like he,
In Bulgaria?
in Bulgaria, and he's, you know, and he recovered and he come back and he fights at the top level against the bet. Like, that's a soldier. I take my hat off to him.
Yeah.
But even when I was in there, I know when you fight someone, you can see it in their eyes. Like,
Yeah.
I rocked him, he rocked me, and he was still just. He's like, let's get it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I take my hat off to cunts like that. He's a soldier.
Yeah.
But like I said, you know, if I could run it back, which I would tomorrow, I'd love to. But he won. It's his day. You win some, you lose some.
It's only your second loss. It's only your
I see cunts writing that. Oh, your second loss, you're done. Your career's over. Like, it doesn't matter how many fights I lose. If I go out there and I put on a show, I'm gonna get fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a fighter. I'm not a winner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not here to. I don't want to walk out of this career and be like 60 fights and 60 wins. I don't want to be that person.
Yeah, right.
I want to have a fucking crack. And if I do lose, I want my head bashed in.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? At least it can't be like, oh fuck, you lost that fight, but you had a good crack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That means more to me.
But the thing is also, and especially as you're saying, all these keyboard experts.
He's blind, this cunt.
Yeah.
He's had one Cooper and he's off the chain.
So those keyboard experts, most people that are talking from a position of no kind of authority, they've only ever started watching UFC since Conor McGregor came up, and they've only ever seen Conor McGregor lose. You know what I mean? Like, how many times has he won in the eyes of the world?
I think there's a difference between some cunts who I can sit there and watch scientists fucking do something in a lab. Don't mean I know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
And I can sit there and say,
Riveting.
he could have did that better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He could have weighed it up a different way. Like, shut the fuck up. You don't even know what the fuck's going on. And I could see a lot of people how they let it get to them.
Yeah.
Where me, I'm very different. Like, I go through the comments and I love it. And because at the end of the day, I'll screenshot some of these cunts and I'm like, if I ever see you, cunt, I'm going to slap the fuck out of you.
Yeah. Good.
And you're going to learn that all good on the internet.
Yeah.
So none of that shit's actually coming out of Mount Druitt because they wouldn't bother. They'll see you at the
Where
shops.
are you going to hide?
Have you ever caught up with one of those people?
Well, I just watched the thing in America, and I think that we're going to make a little part of a segment of it, and they hunt these cunts down.
Yeah.
And then you confront them.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna start something like that.
Go follow
So
you.
all you little fuckers writing some shit,
Go find your trolls.
just have that same energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have that same energy.
When was your last fight not in the ring? On the Pebbles?
I stopped. I stopped a bit back. I had to.
And the cops
And
are probably listening to this too.
And I had to get to that next level.
Yeah.
I had to stop doing a lot of things.
Stop doing free fights.
Nothing's for free.
And the cops too. If it's like, well, we're going to charge you. It's like, mate, I have to go to America and fight. It's like, well, they're not going to give me a visa.
No, half of my friends can't watch me fight in any country, like any other than Australia. And that's just how it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I had to make those decisions for my part in my role, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't get in trouble. Because if I get in trouble, I can't.
You can't fly.
Yeah.
I can't fly.
It's like your mates in 1-4. That should be an interesting time when they have to start touring internationally, especially when
But it's
they're wearing
also,
balaclavas.
but it's also, they've done. Them boys have done what they've done.
Yeah.
You can't always hold people back for what they've done in their past. If they've stopped that and they're doing something better,
something
to better themselves and better their family, like you can't always hold them back. And if you're doing good, it'll shine through. Like, you will get to where you need to get to if you're doing good. And them boys, I believe that they're doing good, and they got, you know.
So Mount Druitt, Western Sydney, is now known for a couple things. Obviously, a big rugby league hub. Obviously known as a UFC hub with YouTube, and now obviously rap music.
Western Sydney is the most UFC fighters ever from Australia.
Oh, really?
Penrith is one of them with 4.
Right.
Brad Morris, James Tahuna, Tyson Pedro, and me. All from the same gym.
Now, tell us, another thing that's kind of happened to you in the last few months is you've actually become a gay icon overnight.
A gay icon.
When you called out Izzy Folau, there were a lot. You just developed a new fan base around the country.
I say my piece. I don't want to try and make fucking newspaper. I don't like that shit, you know what I mean? But he was saying something, I had to say what I had to say. Plus,
You're a drunk.
I've had a run in with Izzy before, so
Yeah.
he won't remember, but I do.
Yeah, right. And you're a drunkard too, so you felt offended that he was telling you you're going to hell.
Oh, he was saying my mum's had relationships with girls, so
Yeah.
I don't say that shit. My mum, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're talking about my mum now. Now it's mine. Now it's a.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? The thing is, people like that who have done things in the past. If you've changed, don't go running every cunt down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Help them up.
Yeah.
I don't think that he went about it the right way.
Well-
And if that's your religion, half them cunts are gay anyway.
Like, well,
And they're fucking touching kids left, right, and centre. Don't fucking tell me they're
which
not.
has been proven in a court of law many
Don't
times.
tell me they're not. You know what I mean? Don't tell me they're not. Like,
Yeah.
don't throw those
So-
who live in glass houses.
You've seen him out.
fucking-
You've seen him out in the valley, out in the cross.
Nah. It's just a,
Handing
it's
out
just
Bibles.
It's just a thing that happen. I'm not a person to make things,
Yeah.
make it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But like I said, if he's throwing loud out there, then I just read a little comment back. And like I said, I don't want the man to lose his job. I'm not the boss of none of that. You know what I mean? I got no fucking, and I'm not that person.
Yeah.
I'm more of a person. Fuck it, we'll talk about it, get it over with.
Yeah.
I don't
Do
want
you
the, I don't
think-
want the man. I didn't think it was gonna go into fucking anything the way it did.
Yeah.
But that's what I said. That's not in my hands. That's fucking. I'm not the police. I'm not the fucking. I don't really give a fuck.
Do you think if you posted that, the people at the UFC would be like, "You got to take that"?
Yeah, but if I
lose
posted
your job?
that, I expect every cunt to go, "You fucking hypocrite dog."
Yeah.
Yeah.
How dare you say something like that when you're out drinking and you're doing this and you've done that? And I'm not one to throw shade. Every cunt does whatever they want to do. I'm from a place where you can't throw too much shade.
Yeah. And everyone's got flaws.
You're a product of your environment.
So what's the plan now? Are you going to fight again?
I'm not dead. I'm not fucking dead. Everyone's like, you're 2-0, you're done. You're 2 losses. You're scrapped. You're never gonna fight again. Mate, this is the fight game, and losing to me is. If I got knocked out in the first round, I'd be very fucking bummed, and you might start believing some of the shit like, oh fuck it, fuck. But I went the rounds, and everyone can sit there and say this old cunt or he looks like this. You fucking get in there and get punched. Cunt.
You're 26, Bam Bam. You're not that old.
No, that's the thing. I'm talking about my opponent. Like these are the stuff they say. I'm 26. I know that.
You're a young rooster and good looking.
He was old too.
Top
wasn't
notch.
He, wasn't he?
But the cunt's a hard cunt.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Well, he's that Eastern Euro kind of.
Shout out to Bulgaria.
Yeah.
All my Bulgarians.
You know, he's like, "Whoa, I'm a Bond villain."
He's into Bond movies. Are you back in the gym soon, or are you going to take a little break? Get on the piss?
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah. Always on the piss. But I'm back. I'm in the middle of opening my shop. Yeah. Opening a shop in Mount Druitt, Muscle Bros.
Okay.
So a protein shop.
Okay. Training.
And active wear.
Yep.
So me and my partner Brad, we've been married now for 2 years.
You're opening a big and tall training shop.
So
we're in that should be open in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. So
just trying to get some things outside of, you know what I mean.
So you should be driving a Lambo by Christmas then.
You'll be going down to Liverpool Costco doing a
Doing manies up at the Maccanats.
Maccanats. Oh my god.
Maccanats.
We're doing the city. All right, boys. We're doing the city circle in reverse tonight.
Right.
Get your GoPros out.
Pampers, Maccas, bra goes off.
Yeah. So opening a store.
Yeah.
Where do you train? What's the gym?
In case anyone wants to come find you.
Oh, do you keep that down? You keep that down low?
No. We train out of Zoo Fitness when I'm at home. I Zoo Fitness in Penrith and UFC Gym Penrith. I go both of them. When I'm at home, other than that, I like to run.
Do you do soft sand sprints at Nepean River? Like you're back at the Roosters, mate.
You got to wear shoes when you swim in that cunt. You don't even want to.
Well, a couple red fern bindies.
You don't want to watch out there.
Well, apparently they're talking about sort of raising the dam wall at Warrengamba. Have you got an opinion on that?
Raising it, like lifting it up and letting the water out.
No, they're going to make the dam wall taller so it can hold more water, so the Nepean Valley doesn't flood as much anymore.
Well, they haven't run this by me yet.
Run it by the mayor.
No, well, surely, you know. Well,
I've made it one of my goals. I made it a couple of years back. I want to run for mayor of Kingswood one day.
Yeah.
Or Western Sydney.
Yeah, right. Politics.
Yeah, I'll get into that.
Yeah, cool. You could be like the new... who was the mayor of Toronto? Got caught doing crack.
Jesus Christ, Clancy.
How dare you think I'll do that?
That's a bit fucking...
Yeah.
What's his name? What's his name though? He's in all the Drake songs.
No, he's fucking...
He's the one who got me in the... He's the one who got me in the house.
He is brown bread, that bloke.
Oh, he carked it.
Fucking oath he did.
Oh,
Well, that was a very unsustainable lifestyle.
Yeah, the crack wasn't helping him.
And being a mayor of a massive capital city in North America. So what else is going on with your brother-in-law here?
Still coming back from the last fight, Shogun, ACL, so it's been about 6 months.
Yep.
Slow recovery, but been busting my ass. But hopefully early next year, somewhere around there.
What's the relationship here?
Sometimes bad, sometimes good.
No. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, it's hot and cold. I get that. Your sister is with Tai.
Yeah.
And got a kid. Yeah. Oh, I can't blame her.
We do.
No, I can't blame her. He's a good-looking rooster.
That's three. One more is going to be sucking your dick by the end of the podcast.
That's all he says to us. That's all he says on Instagram.
Yeah.
Good-looking too.
I'm a good-looking rooster. Oh, that's right. That's right. He does. He tells himself that.
You grew up in the area too?
Yeah.
You said you got family in America.
Yeah, my dad, he's from Oceanside, California. So he came over here, chased my mum, and then brought King of the Cage to Australia. It was one of the first cage fight shows in Australia. Yeah, so that's where I got into fighting. He's been teaching me since I was a kid.
What's his background?
Samoan.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
He's only had 2 beers.
Yeah, no, the Spanish came like everywhere else and raped.
Okay.
Pillaged.
So that's island.
That's where the Pedro.
Spanish.
That's where the Pedro. I actually think we're Brazilian.
Okay.
We just got a thing the other day saying that we're like from Brazilian princes. So shout out Brazil.
Sorry, I want to talk about the processes now for you, Bam Bam, from here. You going to go on holidays?
Nah. I'm home.
Yep.
I got to open this shop. Fucking let this leg rest up for a week. Just get back in there. I wanna change a few things up. I think I did a lot of wrestling this camp.
Yep.
And I think it took a bit away from my stand up. You know what I mean? I didn't do as much stand up as I usually would. I think I just need to reboot and fucking talk with my coach and just put it together now, you know what I mean? The thing is people don't know is I fucking freestyled my way all the way up here. You know what I mean? I haven't done no
Brazilian.
I've never put a fucking gi on, you know. I'm learning how to wrestle now in the UFC. Like it's and I'm lucky I'm not a dumb cunt. You know, I can do things once or twice and I learn it, you know what I mean? But when it comes to experience and doing it, I'm learning at the top, which for myself I think is the best way to learn. You know, I'm learning and I got to do it. But now it's just putting it together, the punching and the wrestling and fucking all that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll have a crack at it the next one, eh?
We will see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what was it like in Adelaide? Was that Adelaide's first UFC when you were down there?
Second. Mark was there first with Miocic.
Yeah, right.
And that was a bad result. Adelaide's a kind of a fucking... It's a curse of a fucking place, yeah. Lucky they got good Yandi. That's it.
Yeah, some good good South Australian free settler buds down there.
Yeah, no, I've never been impressed by that whole state on the whole, really.
Apart from these fucking beers we happen to be drinking right now.
Because of this Coopers, this is like 10% of this goes to the Bible Society.
Ah, shit. Well, Izzy Folau will be happy about that anyway.
Here's to you, Izzy. Cheers.
So, do you reckon I'm really like a gay kind of...
Yeah, no, they know your name now.
Do they?
Yeah, they know your name.
Yeah.
You got the Rainbow Mafia in your corner.
That's hectic.
Yeah.
Now, tell us, you as an ex-NRL young gun, you were rolling around the Roosters, and obviously Origin would have been your dream back then, and then now, obviously, you know, fighting for the UFC in Chicago's taking you a whole different direction. With those fellas, as someone who comes down the ring with the flag on your shoulders, what are your thoughts on that whole last week with the anthem? Because you don't do that thing in the UFC.
I didn't get to watch it or anything, but the boys are sticking up for what they believe in, you know what I mean? And I think that if they don't want to do it, they don't have to. When did it become a thing?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure.
But if you do listen to the words, there is a point.
Yeah. Similar. Yeah.
And I think now that it's become noticed.
Yeah.
Like for years and years, everyone just sung it and had because that's you become what you're taught and you do what you're told. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And essentially, it's because it's carried with so much like to everyone else. To everyone else, like when you hear the national anthem, you should show respect, or you should. It carries that that pride. But if you do listen to the words and to,
you can see why they're second guessing it. Yeah.
it's not second.
Well,
It's not their country.
Yeah.
I was expecting though that the media was just going to come down on like a ton of bricks and the NRL, but they were like, you know.
But I also
If
think
you
that
don't,
I also think there's
you can
too
do what you
much.
want.
I think it's a subject that's been made
Yeah.
fucking 50 times bigger than it is.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
it is, and it should be talked about changing it.
Well, the NRL handled it well too. You know, it's like they said the same thing you did, which is interesting because I guess the NRL are good at handling scandals now. They can damage control. Is it? And Anthem's the last of our concerns. Did you see what happened in that off season? Talk about anthems all day, please.
It's like, yeah, you can do what you want, mate. You know,
I
like-
just saw the flag's copyrighted or something now.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
the Indigenous flag.
Indigenous flag.
Yeah,
So it's the
It's-
guy who designed it sold the rights, but I think it's all
to Wham clothing or something. Isn't
yeah.
it?
But I think the flag as it is a flag, but like using it in designs and stuff is a bit tricky
Yeah.
now. Yeah,
Yeah,
What?
like if
Well,
you
it is
were,
a bit. It's a touchy. Like when I was obviously in the UFC, you have to get everything approved. So fucking your hat. You can't walk out with a necklace. You can't fucking.
really.
You have to check everything in. Like you have to ask for everything. You have. So he wears his cousin's hat, who passed away in the army. Like you have to make sure they approve it, this and that, and then you can wear it. And then, so I said I'm walking out with my Aboriginal flag,
Yep.
and they said no, you're not.
Yeah, right.
And I said, get fucked. Like, yes, I am.
They said no to that.
And they said, oh, okay, well, you have to stitch the Australian flag on the back of it. And I said, well, that defeats the fucking whole purpose,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
And
The
they
UFC
said,
said that.
because the Aboriginal flag isn't a recognised flag.
Yeah, right. Well, that's this whole debate now that's happening. I don't think a recognised flag can be copyrighted and that kind of shit. But,
So it's that's to the world.
Yeah.
It's not a recognised flag.
Yeah.
But I went through that, and I had the back and forth arguments, and
Yeah,
I
held
said,
on.
"Well,
obviously,
you
you
look
came
at
out-
Kathy Freeman,
Yeah,
Hooper, who wore the Aboriginal shirt out to the Olympics. He got fined.
yeah,
Why? That's our people.
yeah.
And who's anyone else to tell us that we can't represent them?
So you basically just had to go through a whole lot of admin, fucking.
Yeah, you have to go through a lot of back and forth, and I think a lot of people, that's where a lot of people fuck up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, once you get hit with a little bit of confrontation, a lot of cunts just go, oh,
yeah,
it's better off, you know what I mean? What if I just kick back, you know? What if these cunts carry on and they don't like me?
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not really like that.
Now, the ink on your legs, the tats you got, was that done in Samoa?
No, we did it here,
Yeah.
but we did it with one of the tattooists. He's like an OG of the Samoan
Yeah.
tattoo, Bekelo Sluape, and he's like,
Yeah.
he's done it for years, and he does it in his garage in St Clair out west. So, which is a proper, it's the proper way, you know what I mean? But with the proper.
A whale tooth, isn't it, or something? Or
They used to do it with like pig's teeth, and stuff,
Oh,
but
right.
they've changed it now.
Yeah, right.
They've upgraded the. It's still done the same method. It's tapped in, but
Tap it in.
they use new ink now. They use new. A lot of the older school boys that they have real hard. I know boys that can't eat meat.
Yeah.
oh, really?
Would fuck their guts up.
bro. It's a very strong tattoo, and it comes with a lot of things. But the boys that get it now are lucky to have the new ink and and the hygiene that you know what I mean that we get now, and the cleaning. They clean the tools better and stuff like that. The old school boys, I think.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. They went through, but that's also why you get through the tattoo as well.
Yep.
That's what you think of. You think of your ancestors.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's one of the longest living tattoos.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of the first.
So
first
between the
stages.
flag and the tats, you kind of got, both flags going, I guess.
Of course.
Yep.
That's both my cultures, and I represent them loudly, because I grew up in a time where there's not many of me Aboriginal Samoans. Now
especially in the area.
There's little fob originals everywhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's good because it's a good breed.
Yeah.
No,
They make good fighters, good footy players.
Yeah, you know.
Well, so the next move here is open the store up, and then you're going to start training. You don't know like next fights until next fights get announced or anything like that in the UFC.
Yeah, when it comes to all that shit, bro, I'm the fighter. You know what I mean? That's my job, and that's why there's little bitches that get dropped from this thing because you want to play God and say yes and no's. And one thing with me is that, I'm a fighter. Like you're gonna pay me, I can't say no.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Yeah.
Who am I?
Yeah.
Just to say. This is the fucking business. If you think if you don't want to fight someone because you think you're gonna lose, get a fucking new job, cunt.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, why fight?
Well, there's been a little bit of talk, kind of recently. It's died down a bit that the biggest cash cow in the UFC is going to come back and fight one more fight for his old friend Dana, Conor McGregor. Do you think he's going to come back, or
I got no idea.
do you think he's
I thought
done?
you were talking about Brock Lesnar for a while.
I don't really.
Have you ever had a beer with Conor?
Nah.
Have you ever had a chat to him?
I've heard that we'll probably have a little kick off together. It'd be good.
Yeah.
So we'd probably kick it off, yeah. But
Similar
I haven't.
similar personalities.
Yeah.
Vibrant young man.
I haven't got to catch up with you. I'd love to get on the piss with or whatever, you know. I'd take my hat off to Conor to do.
Well, he's from out west in Dublin.
Yeah.
out
He's
at,
from Western Dublin.
Yeah.
Same thing.
To
You
do-
probably speak
but-
Pig Latin, bro.
Probably.
Eshe.
Eshe, you know what I mean?
The Irish.
But to do what he's done and
Adley.
yeah,
Hate the cops, hate English people.
Yeah.
You know.
same. But yeah, to do what he's done and to make a living for his family that he's done.
You think
Yeah.
He's an earner.
I'm fucking oath he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's
fucking-
backed himself.
Yeah.
There's nothing. I take my hat off to cunts like that.
Yeah, for sure.
If you back yourself, who gives a fuck what anyone else says?
Yeah.
You know, and he's one of them. He's made everything he's done off his back, and that's a soldier.
Now, just quickly as we wrap up, can you run us a little bit through what it's like waking up after a fight? Because that's something that the punter doesn't know about. They just see the glory and they just see.
The kind of a thing.
Yeah,
You don't want to wake up.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't get to sleep, depending on how.
Yeah. How good the win was.
If you win, you don't sleep for a few days, but
Right.
that's because of pain.
Yeah.
You'll
for sure.
bash
And
that.
excitement and adrenaline and that
Yeah.
kind of shit.
But when you wake up, it's like,
Is it your head? What is it? Or is it
but
aching?
your asshole fucking's throbbing.
Yeah, right. Everything.
You know what I mean? You just so you might after the fight, you obviously don't feel much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the next day, you just I get real sore in here, in
throat.
my neck,
Yeah.
in my throat. Like it just feels like
Yeah.
all those muscles like.
Is that because
I think it's because your fucking head.
Yeah.
You know, I think that.
whiplash.
Yeah, I think it all adds up. Like you saw my leg. Look, it's purple now.
Yeah.
The whole leg's purple. It's just. But that's fuck. You're a fighter.
Yeah,
What do you
right.
think?
Yeah.
What do you think's fucking gonna
Are
happen?
you still hurting now, like a week later? Or are you?
A couple of fucking devils and you're sweet.
Yeah, devil's
Yeah.
cut. A bit of,
Wake
of
up
Jim
every
Beam
morning,
devils.
a couple little
bit of
devils,
black eggs. Yeah.
Yeah.
and you're straight into the day. You know what I mean?
And okay, well, thanks for joining us, Ty and Tyson. To finish, we'll say fuck you, Big Titty.
Mate, he's just desperate right now, and I'm just sitting back watching him.
He's
Yeah.
cloud
Because
chasing.
as much as he sits there and for something that he stands for, he's contradicting himself.
sure.
Yeah.
When he's going, now he's trying to do the whole game of like doing memes. Like, for one, you're a dry cunt,
Yeah.
and for two, you're playing my game. Like you're not
Yeah.
funny, cunt. No one likes you.
Yeah.
And he did this podcast and he was talking about he hates how black people, his people, don't support him. I'm like, because no one likes you, cunt. Like, what do you mean? It's not just black people, cunt. It's the whole. It's people in general.
Yeah.
Like cunts hate you. Like you're a gronk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you're a good cunt, you're a good cunt. Like people feel that.
Yeah.
He's just a bad Gronk.
You reckon he'd have him? You reckon he'd get dipped in
Look, the thing is, and I'll say this on here, and I want people to know, it's all this shit that he's trying to put out. I've been DMing the cunt for a year.
Yeah.
And he hasn't seen one. I'll show you boys. He hasn't looked at one
So
thing.
it says scene. Oh,
No, he
answer.
doesn't look at it. He doesn't look at it at all. Like a dog.
He was like, oh, fuck, here we go.
Like a bad dog. Like, where are you? He looked like... I've been messaging him. I have been messaging him for ages.
Oh my
There's
God,
paragraph
this is-
after paragraph.
I'll read one of them. Look.
All right, go.
Like here's just an example. I said I got 100K. You come with 100K. No cameras, no police, and we'll fucking do it. Like men.
Yeah.
No, you're a bitch.
He what?
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
oi, it's all fun and games. I love a little laugh. I love a little G up.
But that's what you're
yeah.
saying. That's
if you
what you're
want to
saying.
be,
deep
if it,
in the DM.
I'm putting all that out on the thing. I'm not
Yeah.
on Instagram. He calling me an internet thug. You fucking shit yourself when I grabbed you by the neck.
Yeah.
You're a dog.
Yeah, right.
And if I ever, yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah, dip then shh. Watch. He's a dog.
Well, thanks for joining us, Ty and Tyson, on the
Yeah.
Betoota Advocate, the home of pissy podcasts with ex-NRL players. Willie Mason. Now Tai Tuivasa. Tyson, thank you for joining us, guys.